Now, gentlemen, the energy aggregation people, would you please step up and explain to the residents of our great town what we're trying to accomplish here? Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mayor and Council, for having us here tonight. My name is Nick Reynolds. I'm with Commercial Utility Consultants. We are the hired consultant through the City of Linden to manage the energy aggregation program. I'm here tonight to give an update on the energy aggregation program. The City of Linden passed an ordinance in 2013, December 2013, allowing us to look at this program. Okay, this program is a Board of Public Utilities sponsored program. Currently, if you're a PSE&G customer and you have not chosen a third-party supplier, that means that PSE&G, through the Board of Public Utilities, has chosen a third-party supplier for you to provide you the supply, okay, on your bill. Currently, you have distribution and supply. They are now basically allowing the City of Linden to get a cheaper rate for the residents by combining all of the residents together to get a cheaper rate to compare versus the BPU default rate. All right, so through this program, again, it was sponsored by the Board of Public Utilities, and it's a mandated opt-out, meaning all the residents are currently in the program, and if you do not wish to save the money based on the rate that we received, you are able to opt out and remain on the default rate provided by PSE&G now. Linden, for the City of Linden, we ran an auction in October, and through that auction, we were able to see a reduction for a 6-month contract starting in March and ending in September of $500,000 in savings for the residents of Linden through this program. So again, nothing changes on your bill other than the one line item for supply. All right? Instead of now paying the BPU rate, it's now going to have a Constellation rate. That's the only change. You're still a 100% customer of PSE&G. It's just now PSE&G will pay Constellation for the supply rather than paying the suppliers that the BPU chose. This is a guaranteed lower rate, the same guaranteed protections that the BPU offers now through the PSE&G rate. So nothing changes other than a guaranteed lower rate. Basically, through this program, it's like receiving a discount card. Okay, you can go to the same ShopRite and buy groceries as you're doing now, or through the program sponsored by the BPU and passed from the city here, you're now able to see approximately 9.1% savings on that same grocery bill. Same groceries, just a different, basically a lower bill. We right now have sent a letter to all the residents. That letter is a BPU form letter that goes out to all the residents explaining the program. If you want to learn more about the program, we are currently having educational sessions. We have 2 scheduled currently. One is on January 25th. That will be at John T. Gregorio Recreation Center at 330 Helen Street. The other one, and that's at 7 p.m., and the other one is on February 3rd at 3:30 to 7 p.m. So both are at the John T. Gregorio Recreation Center. One's on January 25th. The other one's on February 3rd, going from 3:30 to 7 p.m. If the residents do wish to opt out, or if you have any questions regarding the program or how it works, you may call 844-783-2508. And again, nothing changes on your bill other than it's a cheaper supply rate. So you're still a PSE&G customer, 100%, just a cheaper rate guaranteed than what you would be able to get from the BGS BPU default rate from PSE&G right now. Any questions?
Any questions from anybody out there? Want to come up?
And hold on, ma'am. Before you do, let me just add just 2 points. This program was devised by the Board of Public Utilities. It was devised in Trenton. One of the ways that they provide for companies to actually offer the residents a cheaper rate is by doing the opt-out, by having an audience. it'd be nice to have an opt-in, you know? But you know what? In order to be able to do this, the Board of Public Utilities came up with a program that said, listen, right now, you are not selecting your own supplier of energy. The BPU does that through their auction. All that this program does, and this has been supported by the ratepayer advocate, which is the person that fights for seniors, fights for the residents of the state of New Jersey to have a lower rate for energy aggregation, so that people can actually, the town can actually say, look, this is our customers. This is how much energy that they use. The people in Linden have a different usage pattern than some other municipalities in the state of New Jersey. When the BPU goes out to auction, they go out to auction for the entire state. So there's more risk involved. The people in Linden have this usage pattern. That's why the suppliers, the same suppliers that are licensed to provide energy to the BPU grid are the same suppliers that bid on your energy package here in Linden. Through this program that the mayor and council has been selected to go into, and by the way, numerous municipalities throughout the state of New Jersey have also opted in and selected energy aggregation. This is not about taking rights away. This is really about helping you get a cheaper rate. And I know some people shake their heads, but the truth is, you don't choose your energy supplier now, ma'am. You don't. The BPU chooses it. All it does is PSE&G delivers it to your house, just like they will here. Nothing changes. Secondly, the rate is guaranteed. Other people go out there and they choose third-party suppliers. They come in sometimes with a cheaper rate. There's the small link, the disclaimers at the bottom. Here, there is no disclaimer at the bottom. It's a BPU rate, and you are having the same rate for this period of time, and there will be no change to your rate. It'll be cheaper percentage-wise than it was before. Simple. And we're just here to inform, but I just want to let the council know. I know the council had asked questions. We had done this before. And I know the biggest problem here is communication, especially sometimes with our seniors and some of other groups that may have questions. No one's trying to cloud this or pull a fast one. We want to make it open. There's a letter that's required by BPU that was sent out. We want to make sure if you have any questions, we'll be here during this meeting. We'll be here after this meeting. We have two informational sessions where we'll be at to answer questions. There's an 800 number that Nick just gave out that the residents can call. We want to make this transparent and open. No one's here trying to give you a gift card and then raise your rate tomorrow. The rate is under the BPU protection, under the ratepayers protection, and no one will change your rate. It is just lower than what you're getting now from the BPU, and your energy will still be supplied by PSE&G. Your service will still be supplied by PSE&G. When you have a problem, you still call PSE&G, and you're no lesser of a customer than you were before, because PSE&G is a supplier of the service. They're not the producers of the energy. The BPU buys it from all their other energy producers from throughout the country. So we just want to make some of these points clear. If you have any questions, we'd be happy to address them whenever the council president thinks it's appropriate.
Have any questions, or you want to see them outside afterwards? Oh, want to come up? Two questions, not one? Two, you sure? Two? Okay.
Okay, I just want to know here, it says therefore savings are not guaranteed.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
No, and the reason for that is you could use, maybe you bought a new air conditioner that you didn't have last year. You only had one in one bedroom. And this year you buy two. So you're using more energy. So your total amount on your bill could be higher than it was last year. Or if you decide all of a sudden to leave your light on um, for whatever reason at all, not, your rate can, your total bill can be higher. But the rate is guaranteed, ma'am, by BPU. We can provide you the rules and the regs that are provided there.
All right, the only other question I have
Yes, ma'am.
is that this is a subsidiary of Exelon. Now, isn't Exelon the company that tried to do a takeover of PSE&G a few years back?
Ma'am, we do not represent Constellation Energy. We are just the auction house that was hired by the city to perform the auction, and we are approved by the BPU and the Department of Community Affairs to do the auction. Constellation is one of the companies that's licensed by the BPU that also bids on the BPU auction. So we don't pick who the supplier is. The suppliers are all picked by the Board of Public Utilities, and they'll have to be licensed and regulated. Constellation Energy was the one who won this bid. We did not, we don't favor one company over another.
If I could add too, Constellation or Exelon, they're also one of the 7 suppliers currently that make up the default rate on your PSE&G bill now. So they are one of the other suppliers that are already serving PSE&G's supply rate. They just looked at Linden's load profile and through the auction process, won that auction based on this profile. But they are one of the suppliers that are currently serving the entire PSE&G service territory.
All right, so you're doing all this for 6 months?
Well, the current contract, the current savings that the city moved forward with, the best savings currently at that time were for a 6-month contract. During that time, we tracked the market, the energy market. Typically, what they say is the shoulder seasons or the spring and the fall are the best times to go out and buy. This auction was held in the fall, October. We'll look again to go out again to auction in the springtime. The city council and mayor will have to approve it to move forward with an ongoing rate. If nothing happens, and it's just a 6-month rate, after that 6 months, if this program does not continue, everyone automatically gets switched back to PSE&G.
Oh, I already opted out. I did it Saturday when I got the letter.
You can opt back in
I
if you
don't
wish to,
want to.
at no charge.
Sorry.
Okay.
Okay, thank you. No? Yes?
Give you an example, if you had another air conditioner, well, that is really a moot point because you can have a second air conditioner with PSE&G rate or with Constellation, so it just kind of nullifies each other.
No,
And so I don't
all I'm saying,
understand how it's
the rate's guaranteed, the cheaper rate is guaranteed, because you're paying less per BPU, I'm sorry, you're paying less per kilowatt hour than you would under the BPU strike price. That is the only, that's it, period.
Because when I looked at my bills, I looked at December, 4 different months, and some were lower for PSNG and some were a little bit higher. I think the worst case was about 5% higher.
I don't know what you're comparing.
I'm comparing my utility bill,
Yes, ma'am.
the kilowatt hour rate.
Usage,
No,
or rate.
No, not the rate, the usage, how many, the cents per kilowatt hour. And I
Yes.
compare that for my bill over 4 months last year, up until my current bill.
Yes, ma'am.
And so, yes, maybe there were some months that was a little higher, and some were actually a little bit lower.
Yes.
But I just wanted to bring up the point that you're saying that the guarantee rate, it's not the usage, because I think you said rate in there. And you gave the example, I think you're misleading the public, saying to Judy that if she has another air conditioner.
No, ma'am, I certainly did
That's
not.
what I wanted to say.
No, thank you very much for clarifying that. I don't know if I misspoke. What I'm saying is, the total amount that you pay may vary based on your usage, but the rate will be cheaper under this program than it is under the BPU strike price, which was the BPU auction price. So I want to be clear with that. If everyone else understands me, I don't need to elaborate on that, elaborate any longer, take up any more time. But yes, ma'am, it's just the rate that's less under this program. So you can opt out. Congratulations, Biggie. You can always opt in if you want to save some money.
I thank you very much.